Am I the asshole? For refusing to pay for my stepdaughter's tuition because she never liked me. I F39 married my husband M54 6 years ago. Together 8. He has 2 children M20 and F19, Emma. I have a daughter F9. I was a widow when I met my husband. Emma had severe issues with her father getting married again while her brother got along very well with me and my daughter. He is the best older brother out there. Emma did not like me and she treated my daughter very badly too, to the degree that she almost never left my arms when her sister was home. When Emma was 15 she permanently moved to live with her mother. My deceased husband left me a small fortune when he passed that I never touched since I had a good job and never wanted anything more, so last year I helped paying my stepson's tuition. I am planning to do that with my daughter too, and the rest I will add to my daughter. My stepdaughter is very angry now, calling me the R. Am I? I never had a good relationship with her. She always hated me and I don't think she's becoming a good person, and honestly, I would rather leave more to my daughter than pay for her ungrateful ass. My husband is sad because he thinks I am being unjust. I am very sad about it, but I still don't feel I am the AH. Since you didn't want to have a relationship with me, that caused me to be under the impression that you wanted nothing else from me either. Please correct me if I've assumed wrongly, and explain to me how you think this should work. Ask her to say the words and speak them out loud. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. Your husband and his ex can use the money they saved by not having to support their son's college expenses to help cover Emma's expenses. Your husband doesn't get to tell you how to spend your premarital assets. And it's unfair of him to use emotions to guilt you. Not the asshole. She has no claim on your money. She hasn't treated you as family, so you don't have to treat her as family. Your husband should feel blessed you chose to give some of your first husband's money to his son. Not many people would do this. She is not entitled to anything from you when she can't even give you respect for how father feels about you. Not the asshole. Your stepson treated you and your daughter with kindness. You weren't obligated to pay his tuition. You did it out of the kindness of your heart. You stated Emma is very angry now, but that isn't correct. She has been very angry the entire time. Probably called you an asshole many other times, for no reason at all. Not the asshole. Emma has 2 parents who can fund her. She's not your child, she's not even your friend. Tell hubby if he wants everyone to be equal, then you will withdraw from helping his son. They're all ungrateful. Instead of being appreciative of what you are giving, they look at what else they can demand from you. Emma's parents are getting a break by your paying brother's tuition, so they can put more of their assets towards Emma to make it fair if they want. Step-parent does not mean they are entitled to your assets. Your stepdaughter is experiencing the consequences of her actions. She wasn't just absent and standoffish, she was hurtful and harmful to you and your daughter. She should not expect financial assistance from someone she so disliked and mistreated. Not the asshole. Your stepdaughter has 2 parents that are alive. It is 100% up to them to save for their children's college fees. It was extremely generous of you to pay for your stepson, and your husband should be kissing your behind in gratitude. The money that your deceased husband left should go to your daughter. Your stepdaughter has made her own bed. Let her parents sort it between them. Not the asshole. This isn't you failing to provide for a child an expectation. She has a mom and a dad. This is you providing a gift to your stepson that you are under no obligation to provide. If the roles were reversed, i.e. their mother passed, and you were divorced, I'd probably see this slightly differently. You would still have no obligation, but it would feel more AH-ish. Not the asshole. Your husband feels you're an AH because he has to deal with the fallout from his daughter and possibly his ex-wife. Not the asshole. The stepdaughter needs to understand there are consequences in life. Your husband needs to pay for his own children. To expect you to pay for his daughter is absurd. He sounds very manipulative. I hope you have a prenup and he doesn't have any access to your money. Be careful. My children were never great with my husband. We had to set limits. Kids hate it when their parents remarry. You are lucky the son wasn't an AH to you as well. Not the asshole. The money given to your stepson was a gift. Gifts can't be forced. And even if you did feel it was an obligation, that would only apply to children raised under your roof, so not your stepdaughter in my opinion. Not the asshole. You have no relationship with her. She refused it. She can't crap all over you verbally and emotionally, then expect you to support her financially. Not the asshole. Your stepdaughter has 2 parents to pay for her. Your daffer have only you. Not the asshole. Have her mom pay for her tuition. Your 54-year-old husband should have figured out her tuition without you. Not the asshole. And where was all your husband's indignation when you had to physically be in contact with your daughter to keep her safe from his older daughter? Emma has no right to be upset with you. She didn't want you as part of her family, so you're not. I assume your husband contributed what he could to her education, which is exactly what would have been the case if you hadn't married like she wanted. Not the asshole. You can't treat someone like crap and expect to get something nice in return. Not the asshole. Tell husband if he feels you are unjust, then you'll talk to stepson and let him know that husband doesn't want him treated differently than his disrespectful sister, so you'll have to stop helping him. He'll need to rely on his parents for support from here on out. Husband will probably change his tune real fast. Not the asshole. Your stepdaughter and husband seem very entitled. She always hated you and treated you poorly, and she thinks you should give her money as a reward for her crappy behavior. And your husband thinks this too. Also, I hope you signed a prenup before marrying your husband. You need to safeguard your late husband's money. Not the asshole. It's your money. You are helping the child you have a relationship with. Why does Emma think it's okay to reject you but accept your money? It's called consequences. Not the asshole. You should not give anything to someone you made your daughter afraid to leave your side. Tell her meanness is not getting rewarded. Emma has a mother and father. Your late husband's fortune was left to you to do as you wish. Funny how people who hate you feel entitled to it now. Not the asshole. Not the asshole. She has no tie to your deceased husband. She faffo. Unjust how? He witnessed his hateful daughter traumatize yours and did nothing, and he thinks you should pay for her? Why isn't he paying then? Not liking you, I get it, but traumatizing your child she did is enough for you to want nothing to do with that entitled brat. As for your husband, I just don't have words. I took out loans. I paid them off. It sucks, but a ton of people have to do college that way. She will survive if she puts in the work. She is not entitled to your money, and she traumatized your daughter. Do not feel guilty. Instead, focus on how extremely cool it is of you to pay for stepson's education. I hope your husband understands. Nothing stopping him from help his daughter, yes? You are not the asshole. The stepdaughter was mean to a little girl to the point she was scared. Not the asshole. The stepdaughter even moved out. Not the asshole. If you tried to build a healthy relationship and she rejected you, she can't now do a just to have your money. It sucks to be her, but what did she expect? At least with you helping her brother, their dad could spend more of his money on her now. If the only thing she's interested in from you is your money, she doesn't deserve it, and you owe her nothing since she dropped you as soon as she could after being awful to your 9-year-old daughter. Not the asshole. Once again, here we go. Her father is responsible for her tuition, not you, and especially not money from your late husband. That should be mostly for your daughter. She has her father and her mother to depend on. Give her not 1 cent.